Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jets offense taking the field behind Geno Smith. His second stint with the Jets. They drafted him in 2013. Now 13 years later, he's back where it all started.
I love this story. Kind of a back-to-the-future feel with Geno Smith with the Jets where he began his NFL career. He may have led the league in interceptions last season, but I expect his veteran leadership to be good for this young New York team.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion right, that's Wilson. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Throw right side, Wilson. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And the window closes quickly. They'll only get up to the 22-yard line. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Steelers offense led by none other than Aaron Rodgers, his 22nd and what he says is his final NFL season. They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And yes, he's back. Aaron Rodgers' 2nd year in black and gold, the oldest active player in the NFL. May not have everything he had when he was winning MVPs, it felt like each and every year, but this future Hall of Famer knows how to play the game.
They run again with Dowdle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
On the run, it's Dowdle. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line.
And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That's Jalen Warren getting his 1st carry. Powers through it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, 24 yards. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Straight ahead is Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First down, New York.
Now a carry for Allen. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run here with Dowdle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 51 yards. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to put a drive together. They'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, but he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on
The
downs.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw, Smith. Caught by Wilson. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now. Gino now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
That's a gain of 7.
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Now Rodgers. That is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
For the Steelers.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
At the 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 18-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, a dangerous return man shown it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Rodgers going to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Rodgers now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Allen Smith making a nice play and getting the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. And that is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes. Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it is not over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 36 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot here before break. Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing possession.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running left, it's Warren. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
They toss it to Warren. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonnu Smith from 8 yards out. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Allen. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Allen here on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
A handoff for Warren. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this out to the 47.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Warren will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And that is incomplete here.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, New York.
Back to throw again. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. This quarterback now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tim Patrick, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Jets, 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. I mean, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the give, it's Warren. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window. And sometimes interceptions result.
Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a run with Warren. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. On the run, it's Warren. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Boswell for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much